Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NIBM Global webinar. Today we are going to speak about the customer experience model. Now, way back, or I'll not call it way back, you talk about calling it say 5 years to a decade back, a company would have been happy to have, say, probably, or a company would have thought that they have done their job if they have given a good product, a quality product to the customer, one, and have offered him value for money, and two, and three, if they have actually given him good service. So these three things are what you call about, or these two things are what you call the major touch points are. You as a customer would go buy a thing if you think that this product is good, it is satisfying me, it has given me the worth for what I have paid, I'm happy. And then if a service comes, if a service requirement comes up, if there is a breakdown, or if there's some kind of a routine service coming up, they have to do well as well. If they're doing well, yes, I'm happy again, I'm satisfied again. So this is what a customer also believed, a marketer also had believed 5 years, 10 years before. Now, what are these things? You are talking about the most important touch points, the only touch points, or the critical touch points, or the moment of truth when you actually buy the product, or you are contacting, or you are in conversation with the service provider or the marketer. Now, this has transformed today, again, because social media has come in, because internet has come in, and today people are talking about what is called the customer experience model. And put in one single sentence, customer experience model is a relationship during the end-to-end journey with your particular product. Like, for example, the simplest of that is you go buy your first car from you get your initial salary, and now you can afford an automobile, you can afford a car. You go to a particular dealer, you buy a first car, they take a couple of clicks of you taking your car, or probably your spouse taking the keys, or probably your child taking a sweet. Now what happens? You go back happily, they have given you chocolates, they have given you all kind of good services, they have ensured that this product is good. You go back home, switch on your system, you log into Facebook to put this news out to the world, saying I've got my first car from my salary. It's a proud moment for the customer. Now what happens when you log into Facebook? You see a lot of notifications. You click down to find out that this company has already tagged you and put those images there, and has congratulated you for having bought the first car in your life, and already your friends have started commenting, they have started liking it, and so on and so forth. So what are you talking about? You're talking about a relation. You feel very happy about this particular dealer. You feel very satisfied, that is a word to use, or even you feel delighted, because that was not expected. You wanted to show off when somebody else is doing it for you. It is fantastic. Now this is the simplest of forms of customer experience model. So what I'm trying to put is, the touch point is not ending at a place where you actually buy your product, or it is not even ending at a place where your after sale service is happening. It is the entire journey that you have with your product. Like, for example, I bought a dress for my child from a nearby shop. Now, this shop had asked me for several information. I had given it out also, including my anniversary, my child's birth date, and so on and so forth. Now, what had happened? On her birthday, I had a card coming at home and a small gift voucher in it, saying happy birthday to my child's name. They had mentioned and said, this is a gift voucher from this particular store, and which made me feel very happy. This was the first birthday, and it feels special when somebody has sent in a card, and we have still kept it in stock. So which means I am going to spread this positive word out. I am also going to utilize this. They can use this for selling, as a selling opportunity. Now they have given a voucher. Now the voucher might be limited. You call it, say, even it is 250 rupees, 300 bucks, or 500 rupees also, you would still be happy because this was unexpected. So even if it is a 100 rupee voucher, you would still be happy, and you want to go thank them. You go to the store, you probably buy more things, end up buying more things and paying them as well. So Today, you are talking about what is called customer experience throughout. Now, how do I make use of this, or how do I apply this particular theory? You have to start from, again, what is called the fundamental of marketing, which is you're trying to identify, or you're trying to, probably understand the customer. And you have to understand the customer in terms of his background. You have to understand in terms of his, important numbers, as your important dates as anniversary and birthday and so on and so forth. You probably get an access to his Facebook account, in the sense not your Facebook account, but probably into his Facebook profile and so on and so forth. And you are also taking his interest into consideration and so on and so forth. So this again is about big data. You're getting all kind of data about you're collecting all kind of data about your customer. And then you are not leaving it once he leaves the store. You try to start making use of it. And as you are making use of this particular information that you have with you, what is also happening is you are generating sales. Okay, so end of this particular period, say once the product has, say probably if you're talking about an automobile, 4, 5 years, 6 years down the line today, people think about changing the automobile and getting a new one. Now, if they had a fantastic customer experience throughout these 5, 6 years, they have had constant contacts with these people. Like, for example, I use a particular automobile. They used to send me, they announced that the particular model that I had bought has crossed what is called 1 million customer mark or something of that sort. They have achieved a milestone in terms of that model. So they send me a gift which has a set of CDs and a few chocolates and so on and so forth, which meant that I felt very happy because they have recollected me during an achievement. They have tried to, instead of trying to pitch it to new players, they have come, a new customer, they have come back to me and said that I have achieved this milestone because of you, and hence you deserve a gift. And this is what you basically call a customer experience model. So coming back, if you're saying 5 years, 6 years, you think about changing your product, you're switching your product or getting a new product done, what you will first think about is this particular brand, because you had a fabulous customer experience and you don't want to cut down on that benefit that you have. So it is how you manage, how you take data, how as a marketer, and how you manage this data that decides whether you have a good relation or not. If you have a good customer experience, you have good relation built with the customer, and you ensure that this customer is loyal to your brand. If it is vice versa, 1, you will lose the customer. 2, you will see that there is probably a negative word spreading. The other can spread positive word of mouth, which probably means more of your friends are coming in to buy the same model, which is highly beneficial for the marketer. Thank you.